good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to wherever you may be in the world. This is Toni Baptista, and I am your host for today from Radio W.O.R.K.S World. Welcome. And Marina is with me. Welcome, Marina. How are you?
I'm so excited, Toni. I'm so excited purely because you are here and you are our host, and it's so much to learn and it's so much fun coming our way. So, our listeners out there, just get a very comfortable seat because what Toni is going to share now is going to amaze you. Over to you, Toni.
Thank you, Marina. So today I'm going to be sharing a little bit about my passion, and for those of you who know me, you'll know that it is my animals. As a child, I always had my animals, and I learned to respect and love them and trust them. Also because animals love you unconditionally, and I find that it's very important that parents teach their animals to respect and love animals. Teach your children so that they can grow up to be responsible adults. It also teaches you to become responsible in all aspects of your life, and not just looking after an animal. Animals provide comfort and love and support sometimes where humans will let you down. And I've learned that through my life. You know, a lot of humans have let me down. And when I've hit tough times, my animals have been there, and I am loyal to them as well because of their loyalty to me. It doesn't matter if I'm having a bad day, if I'm having a good day, they will always be there just to love me, always unconditionally. And I want to pursue my passion with animals a bit more. So I'm going to be coming up with a new service, which I'll tell you about a little bit later. But I found that there are people, you know, like me who don't have children. So we turn to our animals and we treat them like our babies. And we create Facebook pages like I have for Donatello. And it's a lot of fun because I am Donatello's personal assistant. I update his page, I take photos. I am also his personal cat slave. And whenever he asks for biscuits, I'll go, how many do you want? So we kind of tend to do a lot for our animals when we love them. And we treat them like our babies. I mean, when I had my dogs were always dressed. I found things on the internet. I'd created a Facebook page for my dogs too, and they had 2,000 friends. And most of it, you'll be surprised how many animals are on Facebook. They have their own pages. They have a lot of followers. There's a lot of cats that have got their own Facebook pages as well, and they have their own fashion. They have their styles of dressing, and it's a huge trend that a lot of people don't know about. You also get New York Fashion Week for pets, and in New York, the new thing is French bulldogs, which is my absolute favorite, and my aim is to get a little French bulldog, and when I do, everybody's going to know about it because my little bulldog will have her own unique set of clothing line, her, you know, her style, and of course she'll have a Facebook page, and she'll be connecting to other, you know, animals all over the world, which I'm very excited about. And it brings a lot of happiness. And when you live alone, animals can fill the void of that loneliness. A loneliness where if you live alone, completely alone, and you come home to nothing, you can easily, if you're in a bad place, you can easily slip into a depression. Whereas animals distract you. They have they come to you with love. and their companions. What I've also seen over the years is that in old age homes, what a lot of people also do is that they'll take a dog or a cat to old age homes so that the old people can pet the animals, and it makes a huge difference in that person's life just to have that contact with a little animal. If I could change the laws in the world, I would definitely change it to have more awareness of animals, less cruelty, of course, and for animals to have more rights. Because I find that animals have very little rights, and people are extremely disrespectful of them, and I don't agree with it. And I could possibly kill somebody when, they mistreat animals. Um, and what do you think about that, Marina? What is your take on all of that?
Well, I'm very blessed to have wonderful children, and they are as wonderful as they are because they are pets lovers. They have dogs, and one of them told me, my son told me last week that the only thing um, that loves you more than you could love yourself is your dog, because he's a young man, and he loves his dog, and he can't imagine love or life or laughter or fun without the dog. I mean, he won't go to places where the dog cannot go. So
Yes.
his whole life is revolving around those activities where they could spend time together, and I'm all in.
Yeah.
So I think that having a pet in your family, a bird or a dog or a cat, is not about having a pet. It's about having a family, because they
Yes.
become part of your family. Suddenly, you realize what is important, and you realize that when you look into their eyes, it's so much power. They don't speak with words, but they speak with their eyes. And what you see, what you read in their eyes is just beyond words. It's so beautiful. And I can't imagine life without pets. I can't imagine, at least I can't understand why a human being won't learn from their pets, because it's so much to learn from them. They are kind, they are loyal, they are um, you know most of the time um, fun to be with, and brings everything, all the um, things which complicate in our life, they come down to something very, very simple: fun. It's so much fun because they make you be a child again. You go on, take them on the field or in a living room, wherever you are, and you play with them. All they want is to play, and that's not much to ask. But this is the one thing we forget as humans, as individuals, to play and have fun. And that's why we it's almost like we add um, days to our life instead of adding life to our days. So I would say that life without pets doesn't make sense. And for people who don't know yet, and they just think animals should be outside their life, they should think again. Over to you, Toni.
Thank you so much. That's very, very insightful and food for thoughts indeed. Yes. What else can I
But,
say?
perhaps, Toni, our listener would like to know how they free the time to play with their pets. How, because they're busy executives working around the clock, they have long hours, and they don't perhaps want to leave the pet behind by themselves. So perhaps that their question is, yes, I want that, but I can't, um, I don't have the time. I would love that, but I don't have the time. So do
Yeah.
you have a solution for them?
Well, I have a lot of solutions. If you do not have the time, you can free up your time by hiring a virtual assistant to help you more, and free up more of your time so that you have more time to spend with your children and with your pets, and make time for playing. I think it is important to play, and as adults, I think we forget that. I think that by outsourcing a lot of the work, you free up your time. With the internet so freely available, it is the trend is now to outsource everything in your business so that you do have more time. And you see it a lot with high profile people have a lot of time because they're smart and they outsource everything. And there's so much that you can outsource. You can outsource to a virtual assistant. You can outsource to graphic designers. You can outsource pretty much anything. You can find it on the internet. And the service I provide is we can outsource. You can outsource to me, which is the virtual assistants, but also we can tailor make your packages to do all your PR and your marketing. And include a couple of bonuses, like if you're really serious about your pets, we can do, public relations for your pets as well. And
wow, Toni. So tell me again. So this is happening right now, and you are launching this new product, which is so amazing. And
yes,
you are basically thinking, I love pets. What could I do other people to love them more and help them to maintain their love for their pets, for their animals, for their dogs, for their cats? And you created a special program, um, a special solution
yes,
where actually you are taking care of the same for their pets as a gift. It's a gift
yes,
of you give them the gift of time,
that's
taking
right.
care of their pets' needs, social needs, and giving them the exposure they have to connect with other pet owners and other dogs and cats and birds who are already out there. Wow, this is like a movement from
Yes,
what I see it.
yes, it absolutely is. I think it's, there's a lot of fortunate people around, and who love the animals and who will do absolutely anything. And I think by leadership and leading, people will follow what you do. So it is creating more awareness for animals. I'd also like, there's a lot of people that also love rabbits as I do, and unfortunately I lost my little rabbit, Lillian Rabbit, a month and a half ago, and it would be great for people to know more about rabbits as well, and their care. And I know that on Facebook there are people who are all out, and they have rooms and they have everything decorated in these rooms for rabbits and for their birds. And some people have like a little house specifically made for their animals, and it is better than some human houses, and some of the animals live better than some humans. So why not add public relations in for your animals? I think it's fantastic, get your animals out there, and let them be like the leaders of, like we've got leaders, human leaders. Animals need leaders as well.
Wow.
Be,
Wow. So our listeners get in touch with Toni. Your website, Toni, is?
it's ToniBaptista.com.
Go to tonybaptista.com, connect with us, join great conversations. Toni is hosting her show each week and maybe twice a week, maybe once for pets. You never know.
That's a
It's
great idea.
why not? And
That's a great idea.
let's see where is this taking us. Wow, I'm so excited about this, Toni. Over to you. What is the key message for today?
Thank you very much. The key message would be to love and respect your animals, and lead by example. Treat them with respect, and they will always love you no matter what. Um, so basically, that is my message for today, and I'm very excited about my new my new little adventure and my new package that I'm setting up. I haven't set it up yet, but it is in the pipeline, so look out for that. But in the meantime, go on to my website and have a look at what I have to offer. And hopefully I
Breaking
can
news then. I love nothing more than breaking news, Toni. From both of us, until next time, is goodbye.
Goodbye.